it's really important. And, there's been times in the past, like I've said, that people have qualified for a lot more house than what they actually purchased.
Yep.
And the reason that, we're more than happy to work with folks like that is because we want to make sure that you're completely comfortable, that you feel like, there's no challenge with you, because we don't want anybody that, to end up in those unfortunate circumstances where you would have any kind of a question that you'd have to make some kind of a decision that you don't want to on your house.
Yeah, you definitely want to make sure that you budget. You want to make sure that you get a clear view of what your monthly income is, any expenses that you have coming out. And I always try to keep it net. Like if my light bill's $100, I always round up to 150. If I'm doing groceries, I always round up. Even on rent, I do the same thing, just to save for that rainy day, because you never know what could happen and what could come up.
In the past, there were a lot of variable loan payments, and there's not a lot of them right now. But, what learning from the past is that you want to take the long view in that. And if you do have a variable loan, you want to look at what the worst case scenario and everything is in regards to that. You want to, when in doubt, you want to consider and do as much as you can to get a fixed rate loan, especially now, because the interest rates are so great that they're not really going to go below that. And so if you could get it fixed at that, you're going to have more house for your money actually now and build your equity quicker. Then the next thing that happens is a major life event that's obviously a lot of emotional stress, whether it's something that's, separation, divorce, illness, injury, all of it can be overwhelming. But what you want to do is you want to stay focused as much as you can, on what you're doing. You want to make sure that you're looking long term and not do something short term that might be something that you look back and you did it on an emotional basis, as opposed to really looking at what it was. I mean, there's a lot of times right now where people are thinking that their house is underwater, but when we actually go to evaluate it, it's not.
Yeah.
Then the last thing is unemployment. It's like temporary job loss, whether it's due to downsizing, illness, injury. It's one of the most difficult problems to plan for because it's so out of your control.
Mm-hmm.
But what you can do is save.
Yeah, exactly. They always say like saving 3 to 6 months of expenses is a good rule of thumb for emergency funds. I do the one where you save the amount per the week. So you start out, New Year's here, so I've already started. You put your dollar in I use a little mason jar, you put $1 in, and by the end of the year, you've saved up all the weeks, and you end up with, I think it's $1,376. So it's a good little chunk of change.